Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are tuning into the philosophy how to expand and build upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Whatever in the mind, a man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there day after day, do the work. The confidence to put yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though the success, the creation has not arrived, has not manifested just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything like that die along with you because you didn't have the courage, the philosophy, the frameworks. That's all going to change because you're going to have the courage, the philosophy, and frameworks, and this 10x go-getter energy to go out there and make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. This is the method, the philosophy known as create like a God. This your man's Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winning Mitchell. Today's topic we're talking about today is the 12 riches in life. We're going to go through 1 through 6. Then the next day is going to be 7 through 12. This is from the book of Napoleon Hill's book, The Master Keys to Riches. Okay, this is the first time when I read the book. Got the book. It's not here with me in Texas because I'm in Texas right now, but it's up in California where the rest of my stuff is at, which I need to go get. And I'm looking to go get once I get this new job and everything else we're going to end up getting, unless something goes on with my business and everything blows up. So why I'm talking about this is because, some people think rich is about money. Okay. It's about the economic and everything like that. That's part of one of the riches, which we're not going to be talking about money today. But there's been other episodes that we have discussed. We talked about there's yesterday's episode and the day before, which is the Go Rich 13 Steps Towards Riches series, which is part 1 and part 2. You can go ahead and listen to that. There's also the Bruce Lee series that I have. Well, with the self-discipline stuff with Bruce Lee, which that's also from the book, The Master Keys to Riches as well. From that book, I believe that's like 15 and 14. Let me see. Yep, 14. Yep, 14. No, not 14. It's 15 and 16. Okay, so with Bruce Lee and everything like that. 2 types of imaginations. We talked about it as well. So in this one, we're going to be talking about different other things with imagination. And also, there's no such thing as too much success, which I talked about it. We're going to talk about, which is the first point. We're going to be talking about that. And again, this is from Erin Nightingale. Success is let me say that again and quote this. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy idea, end quote. That's by Erin Nightingale. If you don't have that, we have Erin Nightingale's on my channel as well. His little radio speech to talk about the strangest secrets. And but what if wealth isn't about money? What is it about? What if the richest people in the world are the ones who live in peace, purpose, and power? Okay, it's not just about money. Some people just think money, wealth, and everything like that. There's but they don't think they have it. Okay, money is part of the wealth, it's part of the riches, but people don't understand and see the other 11 riches in life. And actually the 12th one is the last one. Okay, so it's supposed to be one of the last riches, which is money. We're gonna be talking about this tomorrow. Okay, so these riches is much more. It's much more than just money. It's much more than that. And a lot of people think of money. When they think of riches, first thing they point is money. Okay, but we're going to be discussing all the other riches. There's a lot more other riches. It's not just money. Yeah, money can help you. Money can help you. Some people believe we're going to have a whole episode on why the love of money is not the root of all evil. Money is a tool. AI is a tool. These phones and everything else as its tool depends on the individual, us as people, how we use the tool. We can use the tool for good or we can use it for evil. It's nothing but a tool for us to use it for. We can use it to help elevate others, or it can be used to devalue and devalue and degrade and violate the rights to our fellow men, women, and children of others. Okay, so some things I see is purpose of create this purpose, but some people twisted it and make it into a different purpose. Okay, it depends on us as the human being. Okay, just remember that money. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna have a whole episode digging deep on that. I'm not sure when, but we're gonna have an episode on that. Love of money is not the root of all evil. It's not. Some of y'all gonna point in the Bible, Timothy. Okay, the love of money, the love of money can root is all kinds of evil. I look at it as this. Yeah, it's greed, but also too, you could put it with everything else. Okay, like if somebody let me say, yeah, you can put it in something else. Okay, so money is a tool. Money is a resource. Money is energy. It's flowing. Okay, so it depends on what you're putting out with that energy. Energy cannot be created, destroyed, or can transform one to another. Everything in the universe is made up of energy. Everything in the universe is vibrating on a certain frequency. Nothing never rests. So that whole quote in the Bible, the love of money, it roots of all kinds of evil. Okay, So it can be, it could, if somebody excessive. Basically, how Islam look at it is the money is your God. You desire money, your desires is your God. The money is your God. You're willing to worship that money. You're willing to violate the rights to our fellow men, women, and children for that money. But here, we're not going to be doing it. For here, we got to have abundance. Okay, that's more of a scarcity type of mindset, greed. I'm gonna hoard everything, right? And I think in Islam, even Christianity, about hoarding, even I think in Judaism as well, because Jesus talked about the talents and everything like that. It's hoarding is not good. You gotta have an abundance. Okay, abundance. Some people, some people want to have nice shoes, have some nice clothes, buy nice clothes and everything like that. I understand, totally understand. And I also got the book How I'll Teach You to Be Rich, which I haven't finished that book. By the way, it's a very long book. But other than that, you guys, the love of money can be the root, not a root of all kinds of evil. Yes, it can. If people chase it, They have the desires of their desires and their worship over money. Well, a lot of people desire money because money you can do with a lot of good things with money. You can do a lot of bad things with money. Money is a reflection who the individual is. If they get more money, it's going to show who they truly are. Okay, that's why for me, I wanted money. I wanted to get money and everything. I'm glad I haven't made my money young. I'm glad I'm going through this character development. I'm glad that I'm going through, like, life is punching me in the mouth. I'm getting tested and testing my character, testing me. I'm actually happy about it. I'm actually happy that I didn't get my money and possibly been an asshole or dick. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm actually very grateful that I'm not there yet. I know it will be there, but I'm not there yet. But I'm glad that I have not able to make my money young. I'm glad nothing been inherited to me. I'm glad that I'm working for it. I'm glad I'm putting in the work towards it. And I'm glad that I didn't make my money young, basically, right? I'm so happy about that because I went through character. I went through mistakes, which all those are temporary defeats. I went through reflection. I went through character, going through my character development. That's how I look at it. Okay. So you guys, like money is more, just wealth is more than just money. That's all I'm saying with this episode. It brings you more with peace and power. Some people are happy with money. They probably depressed or with money, but some people are happy with money and they're living good lives and everything like that. People with no money or don't even understand the finances, they don't understand it. Okay, I want to understand it. I want to build upon my financial intelligence. I would love to understand it. I don't want to be a victim of anything. I don't want to put my trust in the government and the whole of the government, anything like that, because I can't trust government. That's just me. I don't trust the government. We do need government, but at this point in time, I do not trust my government. Okay, I don't trust my government in the United States. I don't trust them. I'm just being honest with y'all. Okay, I don't trust it, but we do need government. We do need governance, but we need something where the government don't use you as a tool, your emotions as a tool, politicians and all that. That's just me, honestly. That's just me. But let's go ahead and that's just me, honestly. Okay, that's just what I think. That's just how I feel. And seeing some things, yeah, I could probably like vote whatever and see what they can do. Don't like what they do, but at the end of the day, are you really going to do what you do? Are you really going to do? My thing is, what do you actually think? What are the things the thoughts that you actually thinking that we don't even know about? Just saying, okay. But let's go ahead before we go ahead and get to point number one. We're going to, I went on 8 minutes right here. Okay, we're gonna make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell right here. Okay, so that way you guys can get podcast episodes every single day, or go on the YouTube channel. I will be building email lists. We're gonna have that later, which a newsletter actually. And so that way you guys can get episodes weekly or daily, get some episodes as that's locked in, get you guys locked in. But like and subscribe, hit that notification bell on YouTube and Rumble. Okay, go ahead and do that. Same thing if you're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, hit that follow button, hit that notification bell so that you can go ahead and get notifications sent out to you. And another thing too, make sure you guys on Spotify or anywhere else, hit that, give me a 5-star rating and review so we can go up. We can boost it up. You can put it up to the podcast, boost it up. Let me know what a feedback. I will be creating episodes on feedback. I'm looking for constructive criticism, how we can improve the podcast and stuff as well. I know this is daily. I'm by myself at this moment, but pretty soon we start getting it up there where we start growing and everything like that. You guys get more listeners. We're going to start up investing right back into the podcast. Another thing too, you guys, which if you want to get into, I'm talking about a lot of Napoleon Hill stuff. Okay. So if you want to learn the law on the secrets of success, okay, you can get Think and Grow Rich by joining a high performing community. Okay. Or which actually, I wonder if I can bring it up right here. But yeah, so you guys can go ahead and do that. You can go to jaronmitchell.com/secrets of success. Okay. And you can go ahead and go through that. Let me see. I'm just typing it in right here. And yeah, man, like you guys can go ahead and go through it. Oh, what happened here? Oh, shoot. Forgot to put the / right here. So yeah, / jaronmitchell.com / secrets of success. So that way you guys can go ahead and do your oh, there. Oh, it's not found. Okay, whatever. I put it. That means I typed it in wrong. Okay, whatever. It's right. I was going to show you. But yeah, so go to jaronmitchell.com / secrets of success. Join a high performing community. You can go get Think and Go Rich. There's going to be other goodies as well if you want to decide to do it. It's going to be 30 days for free for you. You know, if you want to know a little bit more about Napoleon Hill and the more of the works and getting into a mastermind group. We talked about that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to these points. Okay. Point number 1. Today's topic we're talking about today is the 12 riches in life, 1 through 6. The 12 riches, the foundation of wealth. Basically, wealth, true wealth isn't just money. Okay. So with the first one is, we talked about it. I meant to mention this a lot, which is a positive mental attitude. Oh my goodness, positive mental attitude. Okay. So that's this PMA, positive mental attitude. Positive mental attitude is the foundation of all other riches. Gotta have a positive mental attitude. This ain't, people call this some things toxic positivity. I don't think this toxic positivity. These are people just say yes, they nod their heads, just says yes, yes, yes. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about constructive criticism. They care about the feedback. They don't care about saying, I don't think this is a good idea. Some people, you do need that in your circle. Okay. This is not the positive, what they call it, positive toxic. Oh my goodness, can't even say it right now. Positive toxic, being positive toxic, basically. This is not what it. Okay, this is not it. It's just you planting your seeds, you're building your mind. It's the foundation. We talked about this. Okay, there's no such thing as too much success. The other books, this is the foundation, building your mindset, planting your seeds, listening to audios, listening to good stuff that instructs and inspires. Read Napoleon Hill's book. Read the magic of thinking big, the Grant Cardone stuff, my stuff that I'm talking about here, right? Positivity stuff, right? Instruct and inspire, that get you to do something, that get you to go out and do something and actually do it. Social media, again, we talked about this. Do not compare yourself to others. That's another episode. It's nothing but a highlight reel. That's what social media is. Okay, it's nothing but a highlight reel. Now we got AI. It's going to be a lot of deep fakes out there. It's going to be stuff that I never said. That's probably going to be coming up. Other stuff that other people says. Okay, so you got to question everything. But everything starts within the mind. Everything was in the mind. We have an episode. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Okay. So everything starts as mindset. Everything is mindset. Depends on your attitude, your positive mental attitudes. Depends on your mindset. If you have a negative mental attitude, people don't want to be around you. You're all negative. You're cynical. You're whatever, all those words, negative type of words. You're that type, right? You don't want to be that. Sometimes, yeah, you got to, this is reality. Sometimes they're reality, but what can I do? What can I do to impact? What can I do to make some things happen? Okay, a negative attitude repels blessing, opportunities, and growth. Okay, you're planting those seeds. You're actually repelling. I remember watching, I don't know where it was at. It's like a little clip. I haven't watched the full clip. It was Patrick Bet Davids, right? He was on it within there. He was basically a business owner, right? There's one guy saying he couldn't find a job, all this other stuff. I don't know. You guys can show me the video or whatever. And this is a business owner, right? He's giving them an opportunity. He was talking about how much, and the opportunity's over because he's picking and choosing. If you don't have a job, bro, you need to get a freaking job, bro. I got 2 jobs, right? I don't work like when I fast food some other places, right? I don't like doing it. But hey, sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to let your pride out in the side. You got to go out and do things you don't want to do. You got to do things you hate. You got to be, if you don't like being a janitor, you don't like cleaning up, cleaning stuff, clean halls, clean up, you got to do it. It's a job. And whenever you have that job, be the best at doing that job. That's your positive mental attitude. Come in, you know what? I'm going to be the best what I can be as right now. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to use this income funding source to build my business and everything else I can do. If not, I'm going to figure out, gain networks, make some moves. So that way somebody can put me in some positions that are help me with building in the entry level stuff that I can get into. Okay. So your thoughts create reality. They either build you or destroy you. Okay. Thoughts become things, powerful things at that. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your thoughts shape your perception. Okay. So it depends on what you think. Thoughts become things. Okay. Your thoughts become words. Well, I think I have a whole podcast on that, right? Let me go ahead and read this again. Let me go. Hold on. I posted on my Instagram and Facebook. Very powerful image, right? Actually, I think I posted on my also on my YouTube as well. Posted on the community tab right over here. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the read this up. Let me look at it. Oh man, I post a lot over the days. Okay, so we got this right here. Watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Watch your words, for they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habit. Watch your habit, they become your character. Watch your character, for they become your destiny. Okay, so energy, you can't yeah. So you got to watch your thoughts. You got to plant the seeds in your mind right now. Even the Quran and the Bible, read those. Okay, the Bible can change your life. I still read. I haven't read the Bible that much because I got this Protestant's Bible, which is 66 books. Catholic Bible is pretty much more. I'm looking to get the Ethiopian Bible. The reason why I want to get the Ethiopian Bible because they have more books. I think they got 81 books. And again, Bible means collection of books. Okay, that's what the Bible in Greek. All right, it's collections of books. Okay, so a negative attitude repels blessing, opportunities, and growth. So you don't want to have a negative mental attitude. Okay, you don't want to have a negative attitude. Those who have negative attitudes, that's why they repel their blessings. That's why the blessings that they have, they will repel. They will lose their opportunities. Okay, so PMA attracts ideas, people, and solutions. Okay, so PMA, which is positive mental attitude, that's what they do. They attract ideas, they attract people, and they attract solutions. They want to be around you. Like you ever heard the saying, "Misery loves company"? Exactly, right? There's a person misery loves company. They attract who they are. Lack attracts like, which is law of attraction. They're going to attract other like-minded individuals, those likes, and guess what? They're going to basically talk about it because misery loves company. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Make sure you don't spend your people that are miserable. Women, you out here listening to these women online, listening to these women online that probably want you to be single. Don't care about your relationship. You're spending your relationship out on the internet. Don't need to do that. Because women love, I mean, not women, but people love misery. People love company. They're going to repel your blessings. They don't like, some people are jealous of you. Some people don't want to be in the same position of you. So if you're married, I'm just talking about with women. If you're married, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you need to really think twice. You need to probably surround yourself. You probably need new friends. You probably need other married women, friends that were married, not single, better women, or women that want you to be single, that are willing to do things and plant seeds in your mind to have you destroy your own relationship. Okay. Again, same thing with the guys. Okay. You need to same thing with the guys, man. You need a new set of friends. You need a new set of friends, and you're the average of the 5 people you spend a lot of time with. Okay, guys, it's pretty much the same. You need to start changing your friend group. You need to start people elevating you, that get growth, that want you to go out to the gym, that want you to do better. I don't go ahead and smoke weed. I don't go and do none of these narcotics or anything like that. I don't even go drink alcohol. I don't do none of that stuff because I see what alcohol does to people. I see what even drugs and all that stuff does to people. I don't do it. I don't want to be around people that do it. I don't want to see people that do it. I don't want to be. I want to distance myself from that. Okay, because I know, like, hey, if they do this stuff, they are trouble. I would rather limit myself being around them. You cool, you could do it, but hey, if you're gonna do all that stuff, I don't want to be around you. That's just me, okay? Because I know that stuff brings bad luck. It does. It does. It brings bad luck. I don't want to be around it. I don't want to do it. I seen what alcohol does. People don't remember. They go to bars and all that stuff. I don't, clubs and all that. People, I can't trust people. I won't say I can't trust people, but I can't control how other people act, but I can control my environment. I can control who I surround myself. I can control who I hang around with, and I don't want to go to the club because I know like people, people will act up, people looking for trouble. I don't want to put myself around that. That's just me. But you need to change your mindset. You need to change your perspective. You need to change your environment. You need to get into some new friends. That is all I'm saying. Okay. So positive mental attitude. You need to have positive mental attitude attracts ideas, people, and solutions. You must think like a winner to become one. Okay. And another thing too, we're going to talk about the 7 habits of highly effective people. We're going to be talking about that as well, which is the win-win solution. This is what I'm about, is the win-win mentality. Who I'm looking to win. I'm looking to help other people win. I'm looking for the customer to win. I'm looking for the business to win. How can we all win? Not the lose win, lose, win, lose, win. I'm not looking for all that. I'm looking for how can we all win. Point number 2. Today's topic we're talking about today is the 12 riches of life. Um, part 1, which is 1 through 6, we're going in today. Point number 2, which is sound physical health. This is another one. I talked about it. I've been talking about it in many other my podcast episodes. Okay. Sound physical health. This is wealth. People, even the billionaires, even the millionaires, they will spend all their money. If they are sick, they have some type of disease, they have something that they will spend every single dime to become healthy. They will do it. Okay. I seen it. Okay. Not even just seen it. This is why I understand. Because if they have all the money in the world, if you don't take care, like some people have all the money where they don't take care of themselves, man. Like, why, bro? You shouldn't be fat. You shouldn't be overweight. You shouldn't be skinny, bro. Like you should at least go to the gym. You should at least have you have the resources, man. So like be grateful, bro. Like grateful you got your limbs. Be grateful you got your hands and all the other stuff, right? You got your feet, you got your limbs and everything like that, right? Be grateful. Like y'all gotta be grateful for that. But true health, wealth is true health. That's part of health. Also, too, with wealth, I think Grant Cardone talks about this. Um, Wealth actually, I think it derives from a word. I don't remember what word at this moment, but it means wellness. Okay, wealth is part of your wellness. It's part of your energy unit. And there's also the 12, I think the 12 laws of success from Grant, if I remember correctly. Okay, we're gonna be talking about that as well on this episode. We're gonna have a series on that too. So health is true wealth. Your health, part of it is your true health. Okay, so you cannot build your vision if you constantly exhausted, sick, or in pain. Okay, this is what I talk about. This is why, as an artist, this is why I'm like so big on this, man. Like I think AI would help, and a lot of artists is like triggering like all about that. They don't like AI. They don't want to do AI. It's Steph. I understand. Need to be ethical. You know, AI is here. It's coming, bro. So you're either gonna be you got to learn how to use. I'll learn how to use the tool. You still have control of your art. I still, if you're an artist or looking to be an artist, I'll still encourage you to increase your skills, to build your skills, be so good they can't ignore you, be so good they can't replace you, basically, right? You're so good that they don't want to replace you. And if they do replace you, start building other skills so they can't replace you. That's something that AI is something things that AI can't do, you know. And it's still AI is getting trained off of people, basically, right? You get people feeding it. So again, like I've seen a lot of, I'm going back. I talked about this a lot. Why artists, you need to work on your health. Why you need to build your health. I think that was episode. Let me look what that is. It's like in the first digits that I have right here. But I talked about it with, you need to work on your health as an artist. You need to go to the gym, build your gym. Like I know the Gekya from mangaka I'm mentioning. I forgot I don't know how to say his name, from the artist Hunter x Hunter. He's been having issues with his health and his back and everything like that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person. Another thing too, you also need to build your financial intelligence and work on your wealth and building your wealth and having business and an entrepreneur type of skills. Because I don't want to be like Jack Kirby, not having royalties. I don't want to be like the guy, which I don't know, with the old G.I. Joe. I don't remember his actual name, but he's like, from I'm hearing, I think I learned, I don't remember every little details. Y'all can let me know in the comment section below. But from what I'm seeing and what I heard from one of the YouTubes and everything like that I was listening to, sources, I don't remember at this exact moment, but he's 70 years old and he's broke. You're basically broke, no money, nothing. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that type of artist. And a lot of artists, you guys get so butthurt about business skills and stuff like that. If you don't do it, if you don't learn these skills, bro, how are you able to protect your family or provide for your family? How are you be able to provide for yourself? How are you able to actually get your health if you're having health issues? You got to think about the long term. You got to think about these certain things, man. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. That's just me, bro. That is just me. So that's how I'm thinking about it. It's shifting your perspective. It's shifting your mindset. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to look at these, see what episode that was. But shifting your mindset, man. You guys need to shift it because you need to think your work as a business. Some of you want to do it. If you want to be a hobby, just do a hobby. Just be it as a hobby. Do something else, do another career, get something else where you're able to get your money, you're able to get your ROI, your return on investment back. Okay. Treat your art and stuff like a hobby. Don't do it like a business, but protect yourself, put yourself in positions where you're able to go to the gym, put yourself in a position where you're able to get healthy, put yourself in the positions where you can get certain things that you're able to work on your health. And if something, just in case that those things, that unexpected things that happen, because they're going to happen, You know, I went to Arizona, came back. I was puking my guts out for a whole month. Don't even know what was wrong with me. Went to the urgent care. They didn't even find nothing. And a few weeks, I mean, a few days later, I was feeling better. I don't know why, bro. Like my body was fighting and rejecting whatever it was. It was horrible, man. I think I got food poison. I think it was from a Del Taco or something. I don't know. Never reported it. I was out. I was like right in the border between California and Arizona, or was it? Was it Arizona, or was it might have been not Arizona. I'm tripping out. Might have been Nevada actually. I'm tripping out. Yeah. But let me go ahead and look up those episodes right here. So on that, but take care of yourself, take care of your health, man. Your body is your energy unit. You only get one body. You're not gonna get another body. Okay, your energy is your currency, which is one of the 5 forms of investment: time, money, energy, focus, and attention. Okay, and again, you cannot build your vision if you're constantly exhausted, sick, and in pain. Go to the gym, do some push-ups, do some workouts. I need to do better myself. I need to practice what I preach. Doing that, going through some stuff. Hey, I'm going to get to that point. I'm slowly going to get to there. I got me a which I can't make any health claims. I'm not making any health claims or anything like that, but I got me an ionizer, best on the planet. Okay, which I think is the best ionizer on the planet. I got me one of those. Okay, I got me great health, great water. Okay, I invested into it. I took a lot of money, went through some headache, went through some, but hey, I'm able to do that. But also, what type of diet I need to be on? I'm looking to get on carnivore diet. Okay, what can I do? If I need to increase my income, I need to figure it out. I need to figure out how I can increase my income. How can I put myself in position to increase my income? Okay, get on a carnivore diet. Maybe a different diet you want to get on. That's up to you. It depends on your goals and what you're trying to do. Okay, so I'm trying to find these videos right here. This video, which let me go to my contents, view all, and yeah, man. So a clear mind is a clear mind and a strong body is unstoppable force. A strong body, a strong mind. Okay, it reflects. We have certain types of willpower where our body has certain type of weaknesses. We have willpower, certain things we need to get, but we need to be at the best or the peak. And that's what this podcast is being on, your best, being the best version of yourself. Okay. So let me go ahead and I'm looking at these episodes right here. How to be, nope. Let me see how to think like an artist. Which nope, muscle. Nope. Episode number 11, how health feeds your creativity. Okay. So health is very important, man. So you need to work on your energy unit. You need to work on your body. You need to go to the gym. You don't need to go through this positive body positivity bullshit, believing in that. Okay. With the whole overweight, with plus size, whatever, you're overweight, you're obese, you're a fat ass. Okay. You're lazy. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to do it. Just be honest with yourself. If you be honest with yourself, it's cool. It's cool. You got to be honest. I got to be honest with myself at times. Like, dang, you know what, man? I ain't doing great. I ain't doing good. That's how you improve. That's how you get reflection. Okay. You start from that point, but hey, you can go ahead and shift and change. Okay. Because look, if you don't shift and change, if you're overweight, that's basically was one of our problems with our healthcare system was obesity. We're in an obesity crisis. We got all the food and stuff in the world, man. Like some of y'all, some people don't have it. Some people don't have the food. Just be grateful in your position, but you must control what you put in your mouth. And that's discipline. And that's another form of greed as well. If you have a whole bunch of food and you eating it and you're obese, that leads to greed as well. Okay. So not just about money. Just saying. So again, women, men, get yourself together, go to the gym and work out. Figure out, okay, what ain't working? This ain't working. What can I do to make it work? Okay, this diet ain't working. What can I do? You gotta fix it out. You gotta put in the work, man, and do some changes. Okay. So a strong body is a strong mind. Get in episode 11. Okay. Creativity feeds health feeds your creativity. You don't want to be exhausted. You don't. And if you are overweight, look, I'm not bashing you. I'm kind of, maybe you say I'm talking shit. I ain't bashing y'all like really like that. But all I'm saying is you can change it. Change it now. Go through it now. And people want you to win. I want you to win. Get the body that you want. If you want the body that you want, you can get the body that you want. But you got to put in the work. There's some mistakes you're going to happen. You got to make sure you put in and see what happens. Talk to a professional, talk to a coach, do whatever you can, put in the money into it. But at the end of the day, millionaires and billionaires, if they're sick, they got something on, they will spend every single damn dime to get themselves better. Point number 3, today's topic we're talking about today is the 12 riches in life. True wealth isn't just about money. This is the part 1 of the series, 1 through 6. Point number 3, harmony in human relationships. Okay, what about those who go into wealth? You build all your wealth, you go through all that, go through everything like that, and all of a sudden you have You have like horrible relationships. Okay. That's part human harmony, human relationships. Okay. Horrible relationships because you wouldn't have done everything else to ruin your relationships. Okay. No one can achieve success alone. You can't achieve success alone. No one can. Okay. You're going to have to build a team and get yourself ready. Everybody got to be on the same page. No one, surround yourself with people who lift you up. Build other relationships, go through other community that lift you up, that want to you succeed. This is part of the mastermind. Okay. Cut off toxic energy, respect its currency. Okay. Toxic energy. Respect those who are negative. Not all of those are going to be, they're going to rethink. It's critical thinking like, hey, man, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, there's people going to be like that. They're not doing it. They're not doing it because they hate you. They're not doing it because they haters. They're going to do it out of love. Some things your family may not understand. They may not understand what you're doing. They just doing things out of love. They fear that would happen. It happened to them. That could happen to you, but they're there to protect you. That's what your parents is there for. They're there to protect you. That's why there's certain things. I went through it. Hey, what you're doing is a scam, Jaron. This ain't good, Jaron. I've been through it. They didn't believe me. They don't believe me. And I've been through it, man. I've been through it. But they're doing it out of love. They're doing it out of protection. And I have been through it. Okay. So no one ever achieves success alone. Surround yourself with people that lift you up. Cut off the toxic energy. Respect the currency. Okay. And build relationship based on values, not just vibes. What type of values do y'all come across? But like the values. Okay. Not just vibes. Oh, yeah, I'm vibing with blah, blah, blah. Okay. But what is their values? What values do you have? Because, hey, it's alignment, right? Basically, harmony in human relationships is alignment. That's the things. We're all different human beings. We're going to have disagreements. Okay, that's fine. But what are the values do we align? Basically, right? Collaboration over competition creates empires. Look at America, right? The Declaration of Independence came together, came up with this document, formed an empire. Look where we at right now. Which things need to be changed in America. That's just my belief. Okay. So, but along with that, we ain't getting into much of politics. We're gonna get to politics later because I'm gonna have episodes why Marxism it ruins creativity, imagination, innovation, how capitalism, even Islamic Sharia law, which Islamic Sharia law only has 3, and it's not even actually that bad, honestly. But I'll give you my perspectives on that later. Okay, we're going to get on all that stuff later. Okay, build relationships based on values, not just vibes. Collaborations over competition creates empires. Okay, collaborating. Even in some businesses, you collaborate. I remember I was in my own class, which was what, 2015, 2014 on Business 101. We're more in a relationship era, right? We're building relationships. You're coming in and building relationships, right? You still got, think about it. I also heard about, even though iPhone, Apple, and Samsung, they're bigger competitors on their iPhone, they make Samsung, from what I'm hearing, they make more money on the OLED screens for the iPhone. They basically partners, right? They make money with that, right? So they kind of in a relationship with that, but other places they compete, which I think we do need competition. We don't need a monopoly or dual monopoly. We need some competition. Competition can elevate. It makes the products even better. It forms even better. When there's no competition, I believe there's no innovation. But again, that's why you're like, okay, we got the competition, and let me create. Let me start creating. Okay, that's the form of riches. There's 2 types of riches, which is the competitive one, which is everyone does at company, or the creative one. You get down, you get focused, you start creating your vision, you work towards creating that vision. Okay, but we do need competition. We do need it, and it can create something great. And that's just me in business. That's what I think. We do need competition. We don't need monopoly or duopolies. And I believe we do need that competition. But you need to have harmony relationships. You need to start building your relationships. Make sure you get on the same page. You know your spouse and everything like that. There's going to be disagreements and everything, but you guys can get on the same page. Something you can get in line with, something you can agree with, and go forth on in each other's goals. Okay, go ahead and do that. Point number 4. Today's topic we're talking about today is the 12 riches of life. True wealth isn't just about money. Part 1, 1 through 6, freedom of fear. Okay. Fear is the greatest enemy of success. Okay. Fear cripples you. And I went through it. Okay. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of criticism is all fake. It's all feedback. There's something that false evidence appearing real. What you want is the other side of fear. Grant Cardone says when you have fear and something, just do something that means you need to do. You need to do it. Okay. If you fear you're scared of doing it, you're scared, go and do it. Okay, as long as it does not violate to rights to our fellow men, women, and children. That's just me. That's how I look at it. Okay, so faith and fear cannot exist in the same space. Choose one. Okay, this is something in the book, out of the book, Outwitting the Devil. Right, there's two types of entities. Right, you either have the fear or the faith. Okay, it cannot coexist. Fear and faith cannot coexist at once. Okay, it can't and cannot. If you're looking at fear, if you're facing the fear, false evidence appearing real, you go face it, face the fear. If you don't face the fear, the fear will get bigger. I think there's a whole little saying or story with that wolf. Okay, it gets bigger, 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 and now it's like you're too small, and you let fear cripple you. You let fear paralyze you. You analysis and paralysis. You in doubt. Okay, you scared. Okay, when you're scared, you need to go out and do it. If you're scared, you need to face it. And that is where courage comes in. You need to have the courage to do it. You need to have the courage is where you do it even though you're scared anyway. Bravery. Okay, being brave, having the courage to do it. Look at another great cartoon, right? Courage, the Cowardly Dog, right? Courage, that whole little cartoon on Cartoon Network. He done things out of fear. He was scared to do it, but he done it anyway. The things that he do for love, basically, right? I'll just give you that little thing, right? So fear can be a tool. A fear is a tool. Use it as fuel, not as a cage. You know, you can use it. The freedom of fear, and not even that. The more when you face the fear, you go through it. Oh man, this ain't that bad at all, bro. It ain't even that bad. You know, it ain't that bad. And the more you get comfortable. You get comfortable of doing it. Okay, because you don't fear it anymore. You know, that's you getting in your comfort zone. You know, you're not in doubt. You do it. Okay, you get a little feedback. Okay, that didn't work. What else can what can I do to improve? What else can I do better? Okay, freedom of fear. 12 riches, one of the part of the 12 riches in life, man. So fear is the greatest enemy of success. That's one of them. Fear, procrastination, which can lead you to all that. Procrastination, doubt, everything else. And also, may you be a critic, criticizing others because you were scared to do it. You didn't go out for your dreams. Be bold, and your destiny demands courage. And oh yeah, there's let me see if I can look it up right here. I just remember it. Fortune favors the bold. Okay, and let's go ahead. Let me see. 48. There's also in the book 48 Laws of Power. Okay. Oh, this app's no longer in there. Okay. Hold on. 48 Laws of Power. Courage. Bold. I don't remember the law. I don't remember the exact law. I should remember it. But there's also a law of 48 Laws of Power. There's no transgressions. There it is right here. Law 48 from the book 48 Laws of Power. Interaction with boldness. This law advised that the timid is dangerous, and if not an action, it must be taken. If it should be done with confidence. Make mistakes made through boldness are easier to correct, and boldness is more respected than the timid. No one Everyone honors everyone honors the bold, but no one honors the timid. When you're timid, no one does not honor that. They disgrace that. Interaction with boldness. Be bold. Be bold in your actions. Be so bold. Be bold. Go do it. You can make corrections along the way. Point number 5. Today's topic we're talking about today is the 12 riches in life. Okay. True wealth isn't just about money. The hope of future achievement. Okay, that's the 5th riches in life. Okay, so hope, the hope in medicine for your soul that is tried. Okay, always have something you're working on, you're working towards. So if you want to bring hope, you want to put hope in yourself, have that something to work towards. Have something you're working towards, which is success. It's a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Okay, have something, a hope. Okay, sometimes you may not have hope. You may not, you may, and it's like in trap, right? You have the rat race, right? So even when things are dark, the vision must remain. Okay, you gotta have something you're working towards for. Hope is a battery that power beliefs in effort. Okay, it helps you. Hope, bring hope. Always read something, put your mindset, but having hope of future achievement, having hope you're going to do this. And this is what the bold people do. They know they're going to achieve. They have hope they're going to achieve this. They know they're going to achieve it because they're putting in the work. They're going out and doing it every single day. And dreams die when hope fades. Protect your vision at all costs. Protect it at all cost. Okay. And I didn't mention this also too with the point number 4, which is freedom of fear, 33 strategies of war, which is another book from Robert Greene. I don't remember the actual strategy. I mean, the number of the strategy, which is declare war on your enemies, declare war on yourself. Okay. Declare war on yourself, the fear, the old you, all the other stuff, declare war. But dreams, okay, hope of future achievements. Okay. Your dreams, medicine of the soul, reading the Quran, reading the Bible, reading something that feels in the soul and having hope, visualizing your goals, going back to your goals, looking through your goals every single day, writing your goals down, going through it, taking action every single day, and having a belief your work, your fruits of your labor will come. It will come. Okay. And keep on adjusting, keep on working through your improvement, you know. So that is the hope of future of achievement. Maybe we're gonna have I'm probably gonna have each episodes we're digging down on them points too as well of these actually with these riches in life. Okay. So dreams die when hope fades away. Okay. Gotta have protect your vision at all costs. You must protect your vision at all costs. That's why they also say don't actually present your goals to the public or to people. Okay, people don't really care. The people that don't care about your goals, because there's people that will try to tear you down. But when you have people have the opposition, you have resistance that's happening, not just with yourself, with others. I think you're doing something right. That's what I think. I could be wrong on this. Okay, so along with that, you guys have protect your vision, have hold with your vision, and keep working towards your vision. You know, with the science of getting rich, visualize it, keep on working towards it, keep on building your vision, enhancing and refining your vision, keep on working towards it every single day, and having hope that you will accomplish and having hope that you will make it happen. Because you need to put yourself in those positions, not need, but you will. And know it was coming. Abundance mindset. Know it's coming, and God will help you. God will provide for you. And even if it doesn't work, God will have something for you even better. Point number 6. Today's topic we're talking about today is the 12 riches in life, 1 through 6. True wealth isn't just money. Point number 6, which is a capacity of faith. Okay, faith is in their eternal elixir. Faith in yourself, faith in your vision, and faith in the unseen, which is God. Okay, faith, God is the unseen, right? God will provide. God will give you to it. God will give it to you as long as you're working towards it. Okay, I think it's something in the Quran. I don't remember the actual verse. If you do not work towards, if you looking to, God will help you when you start looking towards that, have to enhance and changing your life. So work towards it. Work towards in your life having better, and God will provide. God will give it to you. Okay, so faith in yourself, in your faith in yourself, faith in your vision, and faith in the unseen. This is a spiritual, not just religion. Okay, and I believe religion. I believe religion, you could be religious and spiritual. Okay. So this is just spiritual, building your spirituality, spreading that and enhancing it and having faith. Okay. And some people having faith. You know, that's why Quran, I mean, in Muslims, pray 5 times a day. You know, we talk about the affirmations, right? Having faith, building that and planting in seeds within your mind and having that repetitive thing that you're doing, you already repeatedly do at excellence, right? Muslims praying 5 times a day and bringing those phrases every single day. They plant in the seeds within their mind. They call it, which is being mindful. It says in the Quran, being mindful of Allah, right? You're being mindful of God. You're praying because you're being mindful. When you pray, you're being mindful of God. You're being mindful. Okay. So faith is power that turns ideas into reality. You got to have faith in your what you're going on. Faith in the unseen. Faith is going to happen. Okay. I think with the mindset, the stuff that I'm talking about, and building with religion and everything like that, it enhances it. It enhances your spirituality, and now that you're understanding the laws that God create. That's just what I think. Okay. So having the capacity of faith, having faith, how to build faith, auto suggestion. Okay. Auto suggestion. This is the phrases. That's why I look at it now. Look at praying 5 times a day. You praying as a Muslim, praying 5 times a day. You being mindful of Allah. You planting these seeds within your mind. You're becoming the dominant thoughts of your mind because you're being mindful. You know, it's the same thing with wealth consciousness. You being basically all God consciousness, which you being mindful of Allah, you being mindful of God. You know that God will provide. You having faith, God will provide. And some Muslims, I know, is saying, talking about manifestation. I manifest that, which, you know, we're gonna have a whole little episode on manifestation and how that stuff happens, and also the definition, the origin of it. Okay, which God provides. Let it be, and it is. Okay, God gave it to you. God gave it to you because you earned it. you put into it. You actually build your mindset. You ask for it. In the Bible, ask, you just ask, you will receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. Just know God knows what you're already asking for. I think somewhere Jesus talked about that within the Bible. Okay, so God already knows what you want. Okay, but are you mindful of Allah? Are you actually mindful of God? Okay. So, and when you mindful of God and actually doing all this, being mindful, you're praying, you asking during your prayers, and you ask for forgiveness, and God will give it to you because you're being mindful of God. That's what I think. Okay. So, in building your faith, when you build your faith using affirmations, you're planting your seed within your mind, and you're bringing these phrases, you're using the law of auto suggestion, using 13 steps towards riches, but you use not just with money, not just with think of rich is wealth consciousness. Okay. The master keys of riches, the same thing, wealth consciousness. Okay. So this is wealth consciousness. And you also being mindful of, when you're being mindful of God, I believe it's going to be amplify your riches or your manifestations, because you're being mindful. You're being mindful of God. To me, that's why I think a lot of you praying 5 times a day. Hey, just saying, praying 5 times a day, being mindful of God's giving your answers, giving what you need, and probably some things you think you want, but it may not be good for you. But God gave you something that's even better. God's plan, right? So faith makes the impossible and inevitable. Which, let me look up this word actually. Let's go ahead and look this up, boys. So inevitable, various or recurring or appearing, incapable of being avoided or prevented. Okay, inevitable. I think it's inevitable. Hold on. Oh, it's not giving it to me. Whatever. Okay, so along with that, you guys, those are the first six steps towards riches. Okay, so let's go ahead and recap today's topic. We're talking about today is the 12 riches in life. 1 through 6. True wealth isn't just about money. Okay, success is a progressive realization of a worldly ideal. That's a quote from Ern Nightingale. But what is wealth? It's not just about money. What if the richest people in the world are the ones who live with peace, purpose, and power? And not even that. I know some people within the riches, probably the 12 riches in life, they're probably missing some of these, or they're not working towards it that much. And I know there's some people that's wealthy that are missing some things. They're missing that void. And I believe the missing piece is actually God or Allah. And same thing with been hearing a lot of Christian stories of those who revert from they come from Christian and revert to Islam. They still feel empty. They still feel this void. And I think Islam, and I believe Islam fills that void when you actually does its practice. Okay, so the first 6 steps, these are these 6 steps towards riches. Again, richest people in the world are the ones who are living with peace, purpose, and power. Okay, and these are going to bring you purposes. Okay, so the first one is PMA, which is positive mental attitude. This is the foundation of all wealth through everything else. The foundation of positive mental attitude. Second, sound physical health. Millionaires and billionaires, if they are sick, they will spend every single damn dime that they have to get back being healthy, and they will do it no matter what. And they don't even care about the money. They will spend all their money to get healthy. Okay, to get back their wealth, because get back to feeling better. They will do that. Okay. They will do it. Point number 3, harmony in human relationships. Okay. Not just with businesses and everything else, toxic relationships, also with some family members, your wife, your sons, your daughters, harmony in relationships, being on the same page. Okay. It's going to be different. Okay. But you got to be understanding this. But surround yourself with people who fit and lift you up. Okay. Some wealthy people don't have great relationships with their children. Unfortunately, they're not harmony in relationship with their children, and also with their wives or their spouses and everything like that too. So I'm looking to be it all. I want it all, baby. Give me all. I want my cake, and I'm gonna eat it too. I'm gonna go 10x, baby. That's just me. Okay. Freedom of fear. Okay. Fear is the enemy of success. Fear will paralyze you. Fear will bring in doubt, perfection, criticism. And you got the 7, I mentioned this before, but the 7 ghosts of fear, the fear of ill health, which again, this goes right back to with the sound health, right? The fear of ill health. Again, people will spend all their money to be healthy. Fear of criticism, the fear of death. Okay. The fear of death, Islam eliminates the fear of death, because they know when they die, they're going to heaven. They're going to Jannah. Okay. Or did I say Jannah? Did I say it right? Let me know if you're Muslim below. Okay. Point number, freedom of fear. Point number 5, hope of future achievement. Point number 6, the capacity of faith. All right, folks. Now again, guys, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the podcast or my channel, so that way you get daily episodes every single day. Excuse me. If you're listening to on Spotify and iTunes, which is not Spotify and Apple iTunes, anywhere else, make sure you leave your man's a 5-star in review. Also, you can comment on Spotify. You can go ahead, hit that notification bell, leave your man's again 5-star in review, and now we can get episodes every single day from me, and you can go listen to it. And also, too, you can join a secret group of high performance at jaronmitchell.com/secrets of success. You can also obtain books of Think and Grow Rich and other goodies from there, along with the Think and Grow Rich and other goodie stuff as well that wasn't actually presented anywhere else, or a little some hidden stuff. And you get a 30-day free trial within these high performers. It'll be up to you guys to go ahead and do that. Okay. And again, folks, is not where we at, to where we come from. Always create like a God. You're the master of your fate. You're the captain of your soul. You're made in the image of God. God gave you a brain to think for yourself. So take full possession of your own mind. Worship the one true creator, the only deity, the only God worthy of worship, which I believe is Allah. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and all the other prophets and messengers, that is Jesus, Isa, and Moses is Musa. Peace be upon all of them, and they're the messengers and the prophets of Allah. And always create like a God. Talk to you guys tomorrow for part 2.